Okay, thank you for joining me for a second video. If you've come across this one first and you're a little confused, this is the second video today on Sunday, because I couldn't get everything done in the first one and it nearly ran to an hour, the first one. So yeah, if you're with me for both videos, you're going to be sick of the sound of my voice by the end of today. But if you're wondering why we're so tidy now, later on in this video I am going to attach the film where I tidied the desk before I started, and I've put it at the end so that you know, those of you that don't want to see me tidying up, just want to see me embellishing this lovely giveaway journal, scrappy journal, you know, can watch this and then you know, switch off and go do something else. So all I've done apart from tidying is I've stuck onto some book page, scrappy book page, is the bits of tissue paper and napkin, and they're not dry, they're still wet, so we need to leave those on there. I'm not sure what I'm going to put on the end of here, but I think it's probably going to have some dangles, some beads is what I was trying to say. So we did a little bit before I stopped and uploaded. I think that was the last thing we did. So a tip in there, a tip up, flip out even, whatever you want to call it there, and then just a double tuck here with some just bits of paper for playing about in there. I think that's all. Oh no, this. Right, now, so I've got here bits of card, small pretty bits of card, which I think would be nice just for tags, for filling some of them. Some of the you know, plain ones won't, but just for filling pockets or making pockets. That one's really nice, isn't it? And tucks with, needs something a bit colourful behind it maybe, but the thing is I don't need to, let's have the pretty bit, don't need to overfill it. I need to leave room for whoever. Yeah, so some of these are going to make pockets and tucks and things, and others will make fillers. Let's see if I've got anything else pretty to go in behind there. Not really, no. What did I do with the big pieces? I put the big pieces in here. You know, I've got these young ladies, and I've got a lot of them, as you know. Just wondering if I could cut that. I mean, somebody will like the actual image, won't they? I'm constantly covering it over, and I'm sure there's people going, oh no, we like that. But I had so many of them, these cards, and yeah, I did buy them for the envelopes. They were either a charity shop or a car boot, I can't remember now. Buy, will you fit? No, you're too big. That's a shame, but we'll put her in somewhere. We'll ditch that. We'll put her in one of them. I'll come back to it anyway, because I don't want to I want to do a few, you know, bulking out pages. So some tip-ins really. Are you okay? Oh, that's the one where I said I went through twice, I think. Looks all right, but I'll just make doubly sure. Seeing as I'm giving it to somebody, I don't want it coming apart at the seams. Although it's paper, and one fine day it will, but yes, hopefully not for many, many years. There we go. Oh, that would be a nice one for an interesting flip out, just to make the page a bit more colourful, and then, you know, when you open it, it's got lots of, so maybe that, maybe that. Let's have a look. So that's a nice, it's holly, isn't it? Now, I don't think holly, I know that we say it's a winter plant, but I don't think it is. I used to have a holly tree in one of the houses I lived in. In fact, we took it out in the end because, yeah, we used to, or I used to, and the dog used to, tread on the leaves when they were dry, and they used to stick in you something terrible. Really, really evil they are when they're dry, holly leaves. But I think it used to be green nearly all the year round. I mean, obviously the leaves died and turned brown, but I'm sure new ones came behind them. I like that. It's a piece of digital from somebody. I don't know who, so I'm just going to make a little hinge from it itself, I think. Have it hinged out that way yet? Where's my little didgeridoos? It's there, look, where it should be. Got glue on it, mind. Nice. So we don't want a big one. What have I gone in between, oh, I can't even see, in between 1/4 and 1/2 an inch. So what's that, 5/8 I think, but I might be wrong. Move that over there. And yeah, I should have done it the other way. Should have, never mind, it's done now. I'll take a tiny bit off the corner so it doesn't show when it's shut. And I think I'll just have the top corner rounded. Just the top. Yeah, like that. Okay. And I have got out, although I'm not going to use it here, I have got out the Cosmic Shimmer. When I was sticking those strips together. Did I show you the strips? Oh, you'll see that later on. The strips that I'd stuck together. Yeah, I used the Cosmic Shimmer. I was doing it while I was waiting for both cameras to do something. That looks nice. It'd be nice with some tape. What have we got? What does that say? Post office, fragile. That'll do. It's a collection of, you know, oddments. Eclectic, that's it. So, oh, and actually we've got Stampin'. That was a happy accident, wasn't it? And letters and things on there, so that's fine. Or just like a label. Nothing, not too fussy what it is. London. Or Miller & Co. What do we think colour-wise? Don't like either of them colour-wise. Let's go with a dark one. I'd like a red one. See, I said I wasn't fussy, didn't I? I lied. Oh, look at that. No, it's far too big. Do you know what? I'm going back to London. I'm going to London to see the Queen. Oh no. I have to change it now to see the King. There we go. Oh, actually that does go quite well with this grey green page here. So, yeah. Love that it is, just looking at this, let's put this in. Make a nice up tuck, let's have an up tuck somewhere. Would you like an up tuck on you? Because then you could still be written on, couldn't you? Okay, let's trim you, because you're too big. Yeah. Trying to think, oh yeah, it's a piece of my Ciao Bella summer papers. The very first pack that I bought of, you know, actual crafting papers from, you know, a craft. Well, it was a TV show at the time. Don't know what it is now. I think it's just a TV channel, you know, not on the main TV. Lovely. Okay, what shall we put up there? Something we've already got. Nice piece of Tim Holtz would be nice, wouldn't it? We'll go that way with it, because then we've got two nice pieces, I think. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, just pop that up there, that's fine. And what do we want to do on here? A flip down, I think, so let's paper. Left my pin out, look. So push all the card up there. Let's look at some paper. Oh. Where did I say I was doing it? Down there. Both of those would do. Just, I think I'd prefer that one with the writing, the lines the other way. And more writing paper, got some purple. I don't like the straight edge on it for some reason. Oops. Did I nearly take you out then? I hope I'm filming. Oh, I am. Once you've done it, it takes you a while to trust yourself again. I seem to do it every so often. Not film. You know, not press play. Shall we just have it as a... I think so. How much are you going to put down, Denise? Just round that a little bit. Oops. These are these little triangle pieces that you cut off everything. That's what Neil's always finding walked around the house and constantly hoovering up. He says I leave a paper trail. I have to admit sometimes I do. They stick to your clothes and things, don't they? And then, you know, I'll go downstairs and make a cuppa or whatever, and they find themselves on the stairs or sometimes in my armchair. Having a flip up. I'm just going to have a flip down. I like a flip down. Let's go down with it. Yeah, and he'll be walking upstairs, you know, after work, and he'll be saying, "Oh, wonder where this paper trail leads." Even if there's just two, it's a bit cheeky. But I suppose it's him that hoovers them up, so I'll let him off. I'm just going to put a pretty piece of paper on there this time, I think, rather than washi. That's rather nice, isn't it? And this is another way to use your little bits up. I suppose I should have... Where are they anyway? Oh, they're over there. I could have put... Oh, I just saw something. Do you remember this from earlier? I'm just going to put that on, because I'll be upset if I haven't got it in. And I've said I was going to. Yeah, so two probably hour videos today. Let me know what you think. If it was too much, I can take it. It's a very white piece, that, isn't it? But sometimes you need a bit of contrast. Love that. I think I'll leave that for you to colour in or ink or whatever. I'm tempted to ink it, but I won't. I'll leave it for you to play with. Thinking that might need a little tab on it. I'm still looking for something for behind, aren't I? Oh, talking of tabs, I've got these fabric tabs. So these are more cut-offs from the, you know, when we did the books and the sewing machine was still out, the covers. So I just sewed two together to make fabric tabs. Might be a bit big on here, but the thing is, it's you know, the same fabric, isn't it? So be nice. We'll see. Maybe I'll just pop one in one of the... Should we make it? Let's make an envelope and put it in. That's a good idea. And then some bigger pages. I've got them here. I just didn't think I was going to be using them. Oh, what shall we make an envelope out of? Oh, let's make it out of that. This is lovely, isn't it? So shall I make a long thin one? Let's make like a baggie rather than an envelope, if you see what I mean. They're the easiest thing in the world to make. But this one will probably make two. Yeah, a smaller one. So that can be the inside. Yeah, just glue it straight down. There. It doesn't matter if your seam's in the middle or to one side. I have got a mass make on these somewhere in my playlist. Right, so I want a fairly, if I go there, I want a fairly big one for this bit here. And I just fold the bottom up. Cut the corners. Shouldn't really cut corners, should you? There you are, look, more paper trail fodder. And then all I do is I fold that one back and trim it down, because the other one's going to fold over and close it. I feel like I didn't get that all. Yeah, I'm cutting with the wrong scissors here. These are what I use for fabric and gluey and what have you. Should be using my good ones. That's it. There's still a bit there. Where are they? I hung them up, would you believe it? They're a bit more accurate. That's better. I'm just going to get lost in the melee of papers now, aren't they? Let's so pretty on the back. I might put it on as a hinge. Let's just make it an open one like this. Oh, will you go in? What's the matter with you? Yeah. Just so you can see what's in it. And then, oops, yeah, I'm going to hinge it on. I'm playing Skittles with everything here. Where do we want you? I mean, it could just tuck in a pocket, but I'm going to hinge this one on. No, it's too much of a similar, well, it's the same colour paper. Could do with it on something different. Oh, I haven't got any. I've got a lot of cream paper in here. I mean, it could go on there. Oh, it could go on there. Should we have it on there? Never thought about the... Oh, I did the front. Yeah, let's put it on there. Okay, so I could just tinge it with some mica pour. That would do fine. Don't lose that one. It's not quite straight, which means the top of that one isn't. But I think I'd like a pretty hinge. Oh, there's any fabric. Now there's a thought. No. Yes. Put it on like a hinge, I think, rather than... I can always put some mica pour tape over the top if it's not doing what I want it to do. So let's give it a go. Might as well try it out with you guys watching. Which side are we? This. Yeah, it didn't really matter, did it? Because it's not going to show. Hopefully it's not going to show. Yeah, this is going to be the tricky bit, getting that on there. Okay, let's see. Thought I'd done it wrong then. Thought that's the back. What am I doing? And it's going on like that. Hopefully straight. I won't know till I turn it over. Yeah, I can see the glue. It might dry out. We'll see. I think I might want a little bit of mica pour on there. Oh, just to make doubly sure. Yeah. And it just disappears on that cream. Look, you can't even see it's there. Lovely. What's going in it? Move the big pieces out again. Nice piece of... Oh, that matches that as well, that burgundy behind. Yeah, I'll just cut it down. Which piece do we want to lose? It's a shame to lose that triangle, really, but... Lovely. I'm just going to round the top edges, but I'm not going to do anything else to it because, again, whoever gets it, it could just be taken out and used for something. Could write on the back, look, it's shiny, but it's pretty. Put, of course, I am a label on it. Just a wee one. Shall we go with a dark one? Darker. Not that big. There's all my in-betweeny sizes. Yeah, that's the one. Leave that out, Denise. Lift the lid off this, so let's see. Oh no, we're still playing. I'll have to not open the new one when it comes, won't I, until I've got that used, but it just feels safer feeling like I've got another one. Okay. Oh, I've still got plenty of room yet. Let's put these bits of paper in for writing on, and then we'll come back and do some prettying up. Lots of flip downs. Definitely like that one. Shall we put it on here? Yeah, I like it lower down. It's going to cover the whole thing. think. Doesn't need to come back for any reason. Can't write on what's underneath it, and it's interesting-ish. I suppose you can probably still read it through. Try and get that red line straight. That's it. And fold you. Oh, we're a bit too long. Oh, it didn't have to go that far in, did it? Actually, it could have hung out. Never mind. I'm going to trim it by this margin line. Oops. Flung something across the room. I feel that leaves something on it. It's a bit bent, isn't it? What have we got? That's pretty. That would hold it quite. Oh, that's better. That fits exactly. And it's one of the Edith drawings. This is a butterfly book with Edith drawings in, so it matches. Oops. Move it the right way up. Always good. And I'm feeling another teeny tiny label on there. Teeny tiny. Yeah. I've got a darker one. No, they all seem to be light. Oh, look. Got one we're writing on, even better. Somebody said in my comments, I'm so excited about things I make that I enthuse them to go get excited about theirs. That was a lovely comment, whoever it was, thank you. That isn't at the front as well, is it? Oh, did I manage that then? Because I thought must be two pieces stuck together, isn't there? There is, look. Well, look at that. Now I could close the bottom as a pocket, but it's not very strong, is it? No, I'll just open it up. So it is sewn into the signature. Lovely. I've got an extra page. I feel like I need something here. Some kind of image. We'll make that up in a minute. That's nice. That's the back of it nice. Just wondering if I could extend that a little bit and then make that a tuck. It just covers more of this page here. I'm fancying some fancy edges on it, so what have we got? Let's see. Don't think it'll look stamp-like, but it might. Oh, that one's not bad. Trouble is you're making it small, Denise. Don't want to cut the birdie off, really. Yeah, they're not the best, those scissors. I don't want too much of it over anyway, otherwise it will be too delicate, won't it? Just a little bit, so just leave a tad not glued on that side. Oh, squeak. Yeah, just a little bit, look. It's another layer though. A little bit showing over. I have a little piece of red, didn't I? Look. Sort of a silky. Thinking that would be nice as a tab somewhere. Just flit around from one thing to another. Where shall we have it? On here. I think I want some lace or something with it. Really show the red off. Wrong scissors, Denise. Maybe on top. And what did I do with my mistake? Oh. That was what a few bits are in the oh, I don't know now. They're in the scrap box. There's not much in it. Just the big pieces of card and what have you. Oh, I moved. Let's see what we've done. Are you nearly dry? Oh, there was these pieces here, look. Those were the pieces that I said I was going to put in. Yeah, that's going to really fray and become nice, isn't it? Right, what have I got? Oh yeah, that lovely butterfly and that lovely I do want to leave some journaling space. Yeah, they are quite big spaces though, aren't they? And they're going to be hard to write on the outside, so maybe I can put half of it down here. Is that enough writing room? I'm not sure. You just take it up there a little bit. Can't take that one up too much because of the that beautiful D there. Yeah, but it's left all that for writing. I'm not going to ink it. I'll let it age naturally. So remember, all you need to do is, in either one of the videos, just say that you'd like your name to be entered for the draw. Doesn't matter where you are in the world, I don't mind. And yeah, it doesn't matter if you've won something previously. If you're watching and you're interested in owning these little things that I make, that's fine by me. That's all you need. A like would be nice. I've got a little rip there. Look, shall we? Let's put some pretty tape on it. Excuse me, arm. What shall we go with? Let's go with this one. It's a little bit see-through-y, I think. Or maybe that's the colour. See-through-y. You understand that word? See-through-ish. Yeah, most people understand ish. Lovely. Okay. This butterfly you definitely need. And that's left a nice piece that I've cut off there. Look. Definitely need this lovely butterfly. That could be a tab, couldn't it? Where is it here? Oh, butterflies seem to be my thing at the moment. Let's do a tear. A tear around. Yeah, they're focusing in a lot of my journals currently. Yeah, that played nicely, I'm pleased to say. It definitely needs inking though. It's not small, but the page is, like I say, big enough to take it. Just looking at this piece of lace, it really ought to be on somewhere, didn't it? Put some in the back half, let's have some in the front half. Got a piece of fabric on there. Okay, let's have it here somewhere. Huh, that's exactly where I was. I'm just going to glue it on. Well, we could have it hanging down the bottom of somewhere, couldn't we? Not that one, it's got something on it. See, there's not enough pages. I need more pages here to decorate. There's just not enough. We've got something on that. Yeah, I'm just going to put it on there. I'm just going to glue it on there so that it stands out top and side. Just for a bit of pretty. Like that. Oops, not stood out at the side. Yeah, it's a bit gluey now. Need to let it dry. I'm running out of time. Got something in there. That one's doing okay. That's got flipped down. I think we just need to put some pretty things in now. I think we've got enough tip outs, flip outs. could do with something on there, and I've got all this beautiful paper that I said I wanted in. One of these three. Not the music, I don't think. This is nice. I wish I had a pin to just pin it in. Do you know what? I might just put a brad. Using these little teeny tiny ones that Tanya sent me. A lot of T's in that sentence. Oh, what about a little bee? Little buzzy bee. Have you seen me all anywhere? There it is. It's quite fat though. Be alright. Be alright. No wrong with being fat. Don't be fattest. As if I would. Oh, turn yourself round. That's it. Might like something over the back. No. Oh. Piece of you. Yes. It's a piece of sari. Let's see if I can put a hole in it. It's not the easiest of stuff to... That's the noise I make when Neil says I'm saying yes but I mean no. He's right. Come on. Play the game. Oh. Maybe if I put one piece through at a time. It's because I'm trying to double it over, I think. It is. That's exactly what the issue is. Oh, see how easy that was. Okay, you definitely need some bling on there because... Oh, that's nice. Those legs are quite thick. There she goes again. Keep trying this on things. Maybe this will be the place. Doesn't want to sit down. Be a bit wide, that. Maybe it's just some of my normal thin. Yeah. So how many rows do we want? Just one? Yep, I think so. And I'm going to use this for ease of not getting it everywhere, hopefully. Oh, oh, oh. You nearly blew that one, Denise. Just take a few minutes longer to grab, but it will grab. I'll just give it a minute. Look at this. Let's stick this on. More dominoes. Oops. Just thinking that's not on that page, is it? No, yeah, let's have that down there. There's still more. Why is my flip out? Why are you flipped out? See? Pretty? Are you sticking? Okay, let's get some pretties out then to put on it. Oops. Where's my pin? Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh, never mind. Right, I've got here some things to remember. I've got a little stamp. I've got this bugle. The leaves grow in opposite pairs. The plant spreads by means of creeping stems. I've got a couple of these things. Oh, this I liked. The scale for the trees. Right, so you're going to be safe there. It's nearly dried. Right, on here, shall we have things to remember because it's the front, although we have got a saying up there. Let's have it down there. Things to remember. I ought to write on this page, enjoy yourself at all times. As long as you're not hurting anyone else. Okay, and what do we think? Do I want a little... Oh. Like when it's... Do we want lace? Oh, things to remember, look. The answer's always yes. Do we want a label? Usually the answer is always yes. I'm not even going to be picky, just going to put it down. Something about the 16th century. Just off centre. There you go. Yeah, that's quite a bulky piece, that. With the brad behind and the... Do we want something on here? That would be nice, wouldn't it? The colours are pretty good. I'm using all my pretties up at once. I've got plenty more stamps though. I really ought to put another stamp in it somewhere. Okay, lovely. I'm definitely leaving that alone. We could do something up there. I don't want 2 stamps together, do I? Don't want another butterfly. We'll come back to that one in a minute. What do you want? I don't think you want anything. You've got plenty going on. You need something, definitely. I need flowers. Flowers. I'm sure they're in here somewhere. These are big ones, but there might be some little ones amongst them. Just want something little from there. Let's have a look. Oh, there's a butterfly flown in. That's quite nice. I like this green as well. Oh, let's have a few of them out. I haven't got room for all the drawers out. Yeah, I'll just darken it round a bit. Oh. Love a rose, as you know. Yeah, I feel like this needs something, I was going to say under there, but it's got plenty, hasn't it? Yeah, I like that hyacinth colour with the blue, and I'm going to leave the white edging because I think it helps it stand out. You want just don't stick to anything. Yeah, that's pretty. Can still plenty of writing still. I'm thinking a nice big label here. No. Oh, that's nice. That might be the job. No, it's not. I think I want plain. Too big. You're the same size you are, but you're more yellow. That's the one. That's the size. Just write a little bit of something on it. Could write across the top as well. Oops. I realised I didn't show you all my journals that I keep, that people have sent me or that I've made and I've written in or intend to write in. They're all in my bedroom. I have a long wooden book. It's like an individual bookshelf, you know, like people make. It's like a homemade one. We didn't make it, I bought it. And that's where I have all my journals in. It's the first thing I see if I'm looking to my left when I open my eyes in the morning, is the bookshelf with all the lovely journals on. What have you done? Naughty. My fault, wasn't it? It's stuck on. I don't know what it's stuck on, that lace there. Oh dear. And actually you're crying out for something. No. What do you think to that? Because that would cover over that. It's a nasturtium. Which take over your garden. I told Neil that he's planted some in the garden, although to be honest, it's our first season of planting an actual bed, so it needed a lot in it. But yeah, it took over some dahlias that were near it. Neil said, I've planted it miles away. I said, it'll take over. They're little creepers. on nasturtiums, and it's really has taken over. Never mind. Everything's got a right to live, hasn't it, I suppose? It's got to do what it can do. Stay alive. What do we want on here then? We cannot have something with nothing on it. What about this little... No. I mean, I like that, but I'm taking more room up, aren't I? Goes nice with all the grey and there is quite a lot of writing room in it. She says, justifying it to herself again. Okay. I know when I've given journals like this away before, some of you have said, oh, I'm going to write so and so in it, and others have said I'm not going to write in it at all. So so I'm trying to keep it suitable for both. Yep, that's in there. That's in there. That is lovely for creating. I'm going to leave that. And I'm going to leave those. Now cracking a little bit. You could just pull them out. It wouldn't, you know, and use them. What's that written on there? Oh, I think it's because it's the old part of the old ledger paper that I embossed on. Yeah, and the paper's quite fragile. That's why. So that's a bit of original writing from... I can't read what it says. From the ledger. That's very white, isn't it? You're very white. Quite shockingly white. Okay. Any chance of you on here? I think so, don't you? I just need to ink that white in the middle because I don't like it that bright on the grungy paper. Lovely. It is no more. Whoops. Silence as she concentrates, but not for long. Okay. I'd like to have got that in somewhere. What about in there? I'm going to. Why the heck not? I don't want it to just disappear into oblivion again in the scrap box until I get the rest decorated. But you can see a lot of this will be gone, won't it? When I decorate the other ones there. Yep, you're in. This is what I was wondering. Quite like you in somewhere. Let's have a look. Don't think it'll go in that very white page, but well, it would, you know, it would give it a bit of interest. It's all right on there. She says. Again. Oops. Yeah, not quite so. I mean, it's still shockingly white when you turn it over, but it's not quite so boring. It's got something pretty on it. I'll just leave it down a minute and make sure it doesn't glue itself to something it shouldn't. Look, I was just thinking I don't put many pockets in. A piece of that in there would be nice. It's like grid vellum. What about one of these lovely claret jug? Yeah, that's nice. Anything else? I haven't got a belly band anywhere, have I? Never mind. Too late now. Everything else is in. We're leaving that. Yeah, I think we will. Okay. Oh, I want something here. What about a circle? I'll just cut that out of a piece of the No. Let me just see if that will make a... That's a nice one to have. It's a circle. The alphabet. That's more interesting, isn't it? I don't want you to see it until you open the... Oh, I could just put it down as a tuck. Just up there, Denise. I haven't used any of those little word pieces that I wanted to use. We could put a couple in, couldn't we? Not that one. That says a giveaway from College Type. It looks Daddy Treasure. Some little secret pieces of writing. Yes. There we go. Hidden. Oh. Can you hide, please? That's better. Oh, you can just see that ever so slightly. That circle, telling you there's something behind it. Okay, I will put some beads on it. I won't put anything on the front, I don't think. So there is lots of bits and pieces in it to play with. There are lots of room to play. Yeah, you can tear things out, stick things in. Pull it, draw, like that. Another one there. Hide secret messages and thoughts. Or another one without anything on it. You see, you peeked, you used everything. That's a lovely sticker, I think. Well, that was lucky, wasn't it? Come on. Oh, you are a sticker, are you? I'm not just separating papers. Yeah. And roses again. Oh, well, it's a good strong stick, that is for sure. Because I wanted to take it off and I couldn't. Yeah, lots of room for playing, drawing, whatever. Done the same there, that washi tape's on show. Okay. It's very light and little, but nice and tactile. Yeah, I'll probably put just a couple of my crystal beads on it. And yeah, I might put a little packet of bits in as well. Okay, thank you so much. I hope I haven't driven you mad all day. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week. Bye for now. Okay, so while the other film's uploading, I've managed to get my old phone, which I normally film on, going. So I will do the second half of the video on here. I have just a little while this phone's been sorting itself out. I filled this one. Because this one we didn't get done in the first hour of the film. You can say I've folded some over, under, up, folded them up, and some sideways that will make either tucks or flip out or whatever. Got a bit of the map in there, which the atlas. No, it's map. It's map. I folded that very straight, but that doesn't matter. So yeah, filled that one. Stitched it on the outside. The others we did, didn't we? I've just put a clip on this one to try and keep it closed a little bit, because it was fighting me. I mean, they all are. I've got them stud with something on them. Obviously, you can tie string around them. You can put fasteners on them. You can put sari on them. Whatever. I've also made this one while I was waiting. You know, literally, I've probably been 20 minutes. That's all. Which, yeah, it's just a piece of fabric, and it had been stitched. Look. Where I'd torn it apart, I've just left it stitched. I haven't sewn that on the machine. That's just glued. In fact, that is just glued with my Scotch tape, Scotch glue, which is really good. And yeah, I've just put a Tim Holtz flower on the front of it because you could see the yellow through it a little bit, just to give it a bit of something. I've even cut the strings off rather than tied them. That beautiful picture of the birds that wouldn't go anywhere else in the middle. Are we glued? We're glued. You know, so even just your teeny tiny pieces, this is why it's glued, because I've just put this in. Let's flip up. You can use in these, so you can see you really can empty your tip in. your scrap box should you want to. And then this one I was just playing with, so I just had this, I think it was tablecloth, but you can see how thin it was. So I just, again, I used the glue stick and put it onto book page, which was this bird book page, which is quite thick. And I like that you can see the writing through it. And then backed it with another, it was a scrap in here, piece of digital. It was already collaged. It's Tina from Shabby Dabby Doo does that, and it's a freebie on her website. So yeah, that I just folded it over. I haven't put a spine in, but that'll make another nice little one. So what I've decided to do is, as this is going to be a second film today anyway, I might as well do a full film. I'm just going to quickly tidy this up. So before I continue filling this, I've still got the bits here that I pulled on one side that I want to put in. I know some of you will love to see me tidy it up, and others will no. It's like watching paint dry. So what I'll do is I'll tidy it up on film, square it up, and I'll put it at the end of the film. So if you're here watching it, you've already seen me fill this, but it's not filled yet. And yeah, if you've seen that and that's all you need to see, then you don't need to see me tidying this up. You can go and have your Sunday dinner or whatever fun things you've got planned. And thank you for coming back for this second half. Okay, so I don't spend too long, but I think what I'm going to do is, because I am going to make lots more of these, I'm going to pull all the card out into one spot, regardless of size, and then kind of papers in sort of sizes, so big, medium and small, I think. So let's just try and make room. Let's try and pile it up on itself. No, it's not going any smaller than that. That's it, just for me to have some piles, really, is what I want. Yeah, and then I'm going to have a little pile of things like this that come out of it. I'm going to try and use those as well, so I will put those in the pile. You've probably already seen them used. I wonder where I used it, in that blue book. Yeah, so little tiny bits. I've also been sticking some scraps, I've lost them now in here, some strips together, so we'll find them in a minute. So we'll call you small kind of card, but all right. You are card. Right, those squares, there's lots of them. Small, medium. This way, I know some of you love to see all the bits that I've got in here, so I don't know, I think that must have been a pocket. Oh, it's pretty, isn't it? It's upside down, but I like it. Oh no, the butterfly's flying upside down. I was going to say I like it that way. Anyway, I digress. Hope you can see. Is that one of those squares? Yeah. I'll call you a strip. We'll call you a strip. And yeah, one or two things, although it has got an absolutely beautiful flower on it. I'll put in the bin. Okay, so your sort of biggish card. Yeah, so all the cards that I pull out of here, I am going to make into, not on film, but I am going to make into either these booklets or die cut, but it won't be back in the box. Oh, that's nice. Let's get rid of that. Let's become a strip. So this way, when I'm looking for little pretty bits, I'm going to be able to find them, rather than constantly digging through the great big. Yep. Yep. That's an interesting piece, look. Scale for trees on the book page. I think this, I don't know, but I think this might be the bit that I like best, is the actual filling, because I haven't done it yet. Filling of the pages, the adorning of the pages. Don't know what you're doing on there. I'm getting my middles and my smalls. Yeah, middles and smalls muddled up. That's a big piece. Call you all small. Whoops. How did you end up with a staple in you? I don't know, but you've produced an interesting, that's trying to say, piece of your card. You are. Medium, small. same paper, but definitely, oh, double. Oh, that'll make a nice one. Your card, all these, right, need to do something with this, because while it looks like that, I'll never grab it. I'm going to ditch those. I know normally you would keep them, but in fact I'm going to make this a square piece of card, because I've got so many of those pages. It'll take me forever to use them. You know, an interesting tuck or something. Get all these on a big piece. That's it. Okay. Now your card. Big. Small. Oh, hey, they're going to make nice, you know, insides, aren't they? Christmassy ones, maybe. Yeah, these are all card pieces. Medium. No, big. Oh, definitely big. Oh, lovely lines on that side. We'll fold you over so I can fit you in. This is a piece of cardboard I keep meaning to make a topper with. Let me put it with the fabric. There we go. I'm always putting it somewhere. You've probably seen it loads of times. I will get round to it. Perhaps if my box is a bit emptier. Now that is card because it's Tim Holtz, but look, I told you I'd been making some strippy bits. Putting them together to make decent sized pieces. I'll put them with strips for now. Leave scissors. Like I say, you've probably seen all of these or some of them in the book, because I'll be uploading the decorating. Love that piece of card. Really need to do something with that and that. Oh, so this is from the new botanicals. Here, look. I treated myself to when I saw my last journal. Tim Holtz Botanicals. So there's butterflies and there's flowers. They're a little bit shiny. I've put the butterflies separate. But yeah, I'm liking the thickness of them. Lovely. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. I'll put you on there with that. Ooh, decisions. There's another strip. Oh, full page. Right, they're card, but they'll make nice tucks and things rather than... Right, the black's not going in. Yeah, I'm hitting the card now. Map paper. Okay, so these are the bits of card that I'm talking about. These can all become, you know, some navy blue. I might put those with a die cut because I think they're going to create some nice die cut pieces, actually. Tim Holtz. Another piece of that. There are two slightly different pages there. I know it looks like I've got a lot of it. Yeah, I've kind of mixed my... Yeah, I might do die cut with that. I don't want the light ones in the die cut. Oh, here's one of those. Yeah, it looks like the ink ran out. Okay. Big, small, big. What's this? I don't know that. I've been gluing on that. It's just a returns label to Amazon. I don't know how it ended up in here. It's not really any use to us. Although if we didn't have much paper to play with, it would be. What a lovely piece that is. Let's put that on one side. Oh, I'm nearly through it and I've got it into... Or am I exaggerating? No, I think I am nearly through it. Oh, look at those lovely big pieces. So this is what I've pulled out so far. Look, all this card for making them with. There's plenty there. Even taking the blue and the tissue paper. Yeah, all of these look. I want to trim all those off, but not right now. Craft card. I suppose that ought to be in with ephemera, really, didn't it? And these are offcuts from my Christmas covers to come. That's just all I've done is cut them out and thin more. You will see them eventually. Yeah, all these lovely little bits. Oh, piece of fabric. See, you can see why I haven't thrown that away. That's going to be lovely and on one of those tiny pages. Ouch, that was my elbow. Go on then, keep it. You never know. I might throw some bits away at the end. That's card. That's card. That's paper. Ooh, I'm just starting to feel a sense of achievement. I'm just playing backing papers there. That's card. Gosh, I haven't seen that for a long time. That's an old Project Life card. Piece of tissue. Yeah, those little bits are just too good. Right, there's a nice toadstool to cut out on there. Or mushroom or whatever it is. Let's fold it over. So I'm going to fussy cut that. So it's obvious to me what it is. Oh, lovely. Now that is a collaged piece. I don't know how it's ended up in here, but I've probably done it from my scraps, and you know how things end up back in the scrap box. Okay, come here. Die cut strips. Alright, so I'm down to these mushroom pages, which I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with them. Yeah, some nice images and things on them. I think I just put them in there because I didn't know what to do with them, but that's not really where they need to be, is it? They need to be with book pages. So that's my drawer there. I'll put them in a minute. I really need to start doing something with this now. What I want to do is get some gold on it. That's why it's going back in for now. Ooh. But it's my drops paper from the greenhouse. I've got loads of it in there, but I brought a piece up thinking it's time I did something. Right, where's my boxes? So yeah, another rainy day because they're starting to arrive, aren't they? I'll do that, but for now it can go in the bottom of there. And so from these big pieces for now, and then I can just, so these are all my pieces of card. Could really do with something just to fold round them, something bigger than that. Something already folded, look. Just for now, because I am going to go through, like I say, and make them into more of what we're doing. Okay, I'm going to move that over then. These are what we're playing with. This is the scrap box. Look, I knew there's one of those in there somewhere. This is all I've got left to tidy. How long have I been? Ages. So I'm going to put my strips back in there for now. I might use them, but I know where they are. Just finished tidying this little bit, and then we'll start embellishing.